Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and welcome aboard the Obra Dinn, which has just returned. This is episode 3 of our blind playthrough of this game. I have a fear that I'm beginning to get a little bit obsessed. There's a puzzle here, and it needs me to solve it, but I don't have what it takes mentally yet to solve it. Welcome to the Doom chapter, chapter 7. There's many parts that we're still missing, but... Did we really work backwards perfectly? We did. Oh, I didn't notice that pattern before. First person we found in the Doom was Abigail Hoscut Witterell. And then we found a bunch. We found Tattooed Man. We found Blurry Man. Oh, interesting. Sorry. We found Blurry Guy. We found 2 blurry people at once. We found Blurry Person. We have 2 left. Now here's the question. Tattoo Guy is no longer blurry. Meaning, we should... I think the way that works is that we have enough information. What does this button do? Are these buttons? We should have enough information to solve it. So we'll have to figure that out later. But anyways, welcome aboard. This mystery is a big one. Lots of people. Not all of them died necessarily. It says part 2 is on the bow. Let's go through this in our head. Shot with a cannon. I think there's another one in there. Also shot with a cannon. Crushed to death probably by... what do you call it? By like the Kraken or whatever beast it was. Okay, one of these was I think we can probably say shot with cannon by both of these. I think. Shot, cannon. By an unknown attacker? I don't know who technically shot the cannon. Oh, do I have to figure out who shot the cannon? Is there a by accident button? I think we go unknown here. Which is what it said already. All right, let's keep going. What is the bow of a ship? I would call that the back. But I don't know that it says necessarily. Can I go through here? Where is dead person number 2? Who is shot by cannon? Don't see them. Okay. This building is the Bosnieta. Bosniet. Oh, I just realized. It says on the map exactly where the dead body. Oh, interesting. Sorry. I'm still figuring out all the buttons here. So this is one act of the story. This is a second act of the story. It ends here. It begins somewhere down here. Part 3, 4. This is a cool way to watch the story, actually. 5. Okay. Oh my brain is gonna hurt at the end of this, isn't it? Bosun. So what is a boat? What is that? We determined a bosun was a... It's something that we... Sorry. Q to go to glossary. Or to table of contents. Click here to go to glossary. Bosun. Charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail a ship. So technically this building, or this room, would be... the place where the general... Is that a bed up there? Person in charge of general operations sleeps. But I don't know what the Bosnieta is either. Just the second room. All right, let's try all these bedrooms or rooms out. Okay, clothes. I wonder if any clothes are recognizable. No. Not an important room just yet. It's possible we'll find future bodies in these rooms once, Oh, there's a body. Once we have, like, the memory thing going, too. All right, let's go in here. Is this the same story or no? Or the same act? Chapter?
Oh, no. You're cut.
Oh, no.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Brennan, Pete, surgeon. We have no idea what chapter this is yet. Blood everywhere. Oh my god, everywhere. Holy shit. Ascot Man. Nope, this is not Ascot Man. This is a different man. Who's here? This is the death of Holden Caulfield. This is the death. Oh shit! This is like chapter 8 or 9. This is the death of conductor. And his hat's on the floor. You are arms raised guy. In here, we have potentially like second mate. That's got to be a new chapter. It's got to be. Which I shouldn't have done. I should have just kept to my own. This is 9. This is my favorite music in the game so far. This page right here. This like when you start a new chapter. Ach no, maybe sounds a little German? Austrian? I don't know. The other guy sounded Scottish. Of course, now we're doing this. Damn it, I probably should have. Ah, well, shit, fuck it. We're here already, aren't we? Thanks, spotting. This is Holden Caulfield. Okay. I'm going to come back to that one. I'm going to go try and finish the chapter we were on. A knocked over chair in here. Don't think that's necessarily going to matter. Did the door shut every time you get him? Yeah, you walk away and it basically shuts. Okay. So I think we're going up now. I'm very interested in all of these places. However, one more door here. I think we're going up to try and find the bow of the ship. Could go up here. What is that light? I don't know. And it freaks me out. The ship is also obviously... The ship was destroyed by that, right? Chapter 7 is, like, destroyed. And yet, mast looks fine. This one doesn't have anything on it, but I don't think it had anything on it in the last one either. This might be scaffolding around a replacement mast. I can't tell. Part 6 is what we're looking for. No. Sorry, that's chapter 9. We were looking for... Chapter 7. It says on the bow. This is our tattooed friend, who apparently we should be able to name. So let's just start here for now. Chapter 7, The Doom. We're going to rewatch this one. That looks like his body is torn in half there. Yeah. He was torn in half by the beast. Okay. So we now understand. Torn in half by the beast, for sure. This is one of the guys in the striped shirts who's watching someone else get killed. This is Top Hat Man, who throws a gun to Conductor, which I believe they basically like ran up from here somewhere with that thing. I don't even know that I looked at you last time. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh my God, there's 3 of them overboard. In a ship. Oh, wow. Okay, so we know how he died, at least. But nothing was said in that scene. However, he appears in 4th. Let's bookmark it. So, decapitate it. What would you call it? Cut in half? Eaten? Killed, knifed? Killed, sword is funny. Poison shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide. Torn apart by beast. That's exactly what it was. Now, who could it be? We know what other parts you played. Let's go, or what other memories you're in so far. Take a look at who you might be. Are the tattoos a clue? I think they sure could be. There is an Austrian person, by the way, a couple who might have said the "och." Is it possible we're talking like... I have no idea with the tattoos, if they might suggest something. Or is it possible we're talking like... We're talking like... I'm looking for people who... countries with only one person. Persia? Places with only one person. Persia? Maybe India? I don't think that's particular... Sweden? You know, those tattoos, as they do in Sweden. Sierra Leone? Possible? New Guinea. Topman. I think that's most likely. Maba is my current... Alright, I'm going to have to start taking notes. Maba is my current hypothesis. Okay. So, part 3 is on the gun deck. Let's try and go there. On the bow. I wish I knew what the fuck a bow of a ship was. More precisely. It's probably a word I could just Google. Oh, open door. Aha. We will check on the other memories here in a second. This is probably the bow. It's a word I could just Google. It's probably well known enough by people who understand boats and know their vocab. But I don't like Googling things at all during blind playthroughs. So this person is me. Oh, shit. This person is me. Shitting off the back of the boat. This must be part 1, if I had to guess. Because there was no sound of any chaos. The beast grabs you while you shit. That's terrible. Now, during this memory, what else is going on? What are you grabbing? Food? It looks kind of like a roll. Are you chef? Potentially, I mean, this is definitely the place for the chef. And by that, I mean cook. Are we sleeping? 45. What does that mean? Are you dead? Why is there a blanket over your head? Okay, all right. We're learning things here. This is the guy. This is the guy with the hair. There's so many different types of hair. Okay. That's the steward of some sort. We're learning. I love a puzzle like this. God damn it. 13 others were present. ES. Wait a second, what? So how did I don't even remember what just happened. How I already figured out who ES was. If I look at it... No, don't do this to me. I wanted to look at the person. Shh, fuck. So you're telling me if I look at it, if I would have focused on the person, it would have said artist... Like their face is not shown because they are ES. Okay, that's how I would have known it. Okay. Wow, that's funny. Okay, so the artist dies. That met an unknown fate? I don't think that's true. I think basically... I think crushed is what we're calling this kind of death. Crushed by beast. Is what we're calling that. That's our third one. 3 fates correct. Yes. Oh, yay! Our first successful guess. Or our first 3 successful guesses. It's no longer written on. It is... That's handy that they tell you which ones are right that way. Progress bar? God, the music in this game is great. Okay, interesting. Aha! So, before we click this button in this memory, we don't know yet because we haven't found your dead body, so we don't know who you are. Like we don't have a page for you yet, but I am so far I am pretty sure that you are the cook. Who is wait, so I can do this now. Okay. So does this give me the page if I do? I think it was like here. But I'm gonna double check that by backing out. I feel relatively confident about that. Where was it? Thomas Safran? Okay, so this is another tool we can use to solve this problem, is doing one of these. You don't have sufficient information. We'll await further clues. Sure. Try anyways. Okay. So then, did I get a... So, I didn't get a page for him yet, did I? Sorry, wrong button. So, would that have changed things if I did? It would be like an early... We don't know, actually. We don't know when he died. So we don't know that it would be early. But it would be in one of the two, outside of one of the 3 chapters that we found. Sorry, I'm testing something right now to see if... Interesting. That person is now solid. Clear. Bargain remains unknown. My hypothesis for bargain, by the way, hypothetical, very hypothetical, would be we have I actually haven't looked at this yet. Is Henry Evans on this list? Sorry, I am yes, surgeon. I am red threading the shit out of this. Henry Evans is the surgeon. Also the person who wrote the thing at the beginning of the book and apparently sent us here. There is Bargain, which is the chapter, which is near the end, after things have been bad. Signifying that potentially the crew and anyone left alive on it would be in a bad situation. Bargain makes me think bargain with a higher power. If you're in a bad bargaining place, what do you have to bargain with? I don't know. Your life, your future, your fate? This is a game where we decide the fates of people. I think it's possible Henry Evans, the surgeon, on page 1, has failing health because of the bargain, or some sort of curse or situation because of the bargain that Henry Evans made to get off of that freaking ship alive. That's my guess. My very, very rough guess so far. Obviously, please don't tell me any comments or anything. Don't in any way insinuate in the comments whether or not I might be wrong, wrong or right by how much. Of course, we don't want to know any of that stuff because it's much more fun to play this game blind. Okay, we didn't finish the rest of this scene. Sorry, my brain's going overdrive right now. I think this is Naked Guy. I think that's who I called Naked Guy. Holy shit. What's up with you? Are you getting arrested or are you getting helped? That's Henry Caulfield, I think. There's a couple people with hats like that. Okay. Nothing else up here. Our goat. So real quick, just let's finish this scene. We have the 2 drinking. We have the steward. Right beside who? That is that a person we have in solid yet? Ooh. Okay. This might be a thing we can solve right now. No, it's not. I thought it was Robert Witterell that they were standing beside. We have Robert Witterell. We have first mate. I would guess it would be like... Let's look at the clothing. I'm guessing that's a second or a third mate. Based on the clothing alone, the hat. I don't know, though. There's a couple people with this type of hat. One right there, one right there, one right there. And then, so that would be Formosan royalty. Which is interesting. Okay. Oh my God. There's a million things to solve and not nearly enough time to solve any of it. All right. Here's my thought. So these are probably passengers. Passengers. This is mostly, I think, crew. And then what's going on down here, I don't know. This person is solid, which is interesting. I think we might have 5. I think we might have our captain and 4 mates. Captain, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 4 people with hats like that. I believe captain, 4 mates. So which one would it be? I don't know. Okay, that doesn't work that way. So we need to go Which picture is it? It's solid now. It's in the chapter of being killed. Wait. Is it in the 10th chapter? Not that chapter. It's this chapter. William Hoskett shot. Person holding gun. Don't know. And then this one. Nope. Well, then why is that person's face? Okay, never mind. We're just going to keep going. Why is this person's face clear? This is obviously the steward who attends them, I think. So... and was eventually crushed by a cannon later in this scene. So let's go to the crew log. First mates. Okay, so they do have, this is interesting. Ship steward, captain steward, first, second, third, fourth mate stewards. So one of these four is my guess. Okay, anyways, let's, sorry, that took me forever, but let's hit the button. We're going for another body. It's up here. It's where we were headed earlier. I love a brain teaser like this. Wow. My friend. I think this should be the final part, or the first part of this chapter. He did die in this situation. So what happened to him? Part one, we think, was the artist dying. So wait. Where's this?
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
Dane.
How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Oh, shit. Okay, so we have boarding a boat. We have this guy carrying a Bible in a suit coat. Nope, okay, can't tell. The ropes makes me think of something. Let me on. No, you bloody Dane, I think. So... Danish member of the crew, hypothetically. Goat's doing well. Glad to hear it. The thing with the ropes makes me think of during the storm. No, that would be later in the same chapter, so that wouldn't work. There's the guy who blows up and the guy with the lantern, which I believe is... The ropes look kind of tangled. I think that's the entire chapter. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one guy dies before the even the fight even happens. Before the beast even appears. How did they die? I mean, it looks like he gets fucking whacked with a club to the head. By who is the question, though? Is that a book in his arms? Series of books. What were you getting on the boat for? Why were you on the boat? What exactly was the dialogue? Let me on. X is by the dead person. I understand. I understand. Okay. Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. How's that? There's no cause for trouble. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. So I think it's the middle guy who says, probably. Or potentially the guy with the hat. Or with the books. Wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Somebody is, he says it was an accident. Somebody backs him up. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. So I was thinking the ropes were, as I mentioned, was like this one, but I don't think that's the case. All right, so who do we have? Did we have any from Denmark here? One Denmark. Lars Linda, a seaman. Hee hee. I don't know why I'm laughing at seamen every time. We have we did this thing. So I coach middle school cross country, and we have this like sort of routine, which is if a kid makes a joke, if one of these like 12-year-olds makes a joke about like 69 or 420, or you know, a joke that is like they're showing that they like know some adult humor, which is inappropriate in the situation. We ask them, just like me and the other coaches, just completely deadpan. We'll just be like, "Could you explain why that's funny? Could you explain it to the whole group, or to us, or if we called your mom, could you explain why that's funny, like specifically?" Okay, so this is Lars Linda. The problem is we don't know who killed Lars Linda. Probably just Lind. Lars Lind. You killed my brother. That was an accident, is I think how we will find. Now here's the thing. Brother, last name. Probably a seaman, but potentially anything else. Any last names that overlap here that I can easily... Oh, Brennan could be the last name. I just realized there was a Brennan earlier. That could be a trick. Brennan is also a last name. Is there a first name Brennan? I'm getting so distracted. I have such a squirrel brain. Oh my God, there's not a last name Brennan. Okay. Smith. Any other names that are super... Was there an accent that the guy used? Not particularly. Okay. I think we're going to leave that one there. Oh, that's the entire chapter. So, now, how are we doing on the entire chapter? I don't know. Let's figure it out. How are we doing on the entire chapter? Lars was killed by an unknown attacker. 3 others were present. There's this man, who I think is holding the books. There's this guy. And this guy. Interesting. I was imagining those were passengers, but they might, if they're gambling, might be sailors. Edward Spratt was crushed by a terrible beast while shitting. You need to include that. You definitely need to include that. 13 others are present. We need to find which one of those this guy is now in clear detail. Interesting. This guy's in clear detail. Interesting. I'm gonna put an idea out there. You would think in this situation where some of these photos were taken that the steward would stand beside the person they're helping. Steward, person. Steward. Potentially like one of the mates. Steward. So that makes sense. Where's the captain steward? Okay. Go back to Doom. We also have a whole nother chapter we could start, which I think could be fun. This unknown soul was crushed by a terrible beast. Wait, hold up. Did we actually solve the... It still says unknown soul. That's what we were going to do, is we were going to go through the other memories and try and find their name. I think these arrows over the head are like a signal that like you're looking at the clear version rather than the blurry version. Okay. So let's go through it in order. So this is scene 1. Let's go through this scene in order. See if we can't figure anything out. Shit. Hold on. Sorry. The controls are still confusing me a little bit. We have what I'm calling, like, hypothetically, like, priest or, like, maybe surgeon, maybe doctor. I don't know. Like, person with books, which is an interesting thing to be carrying on a ship. 2 gamblers. We have the poop scene. Let's go to that scene. Let's go to that scene. So get me out of here. Also, we'll see if anything happens now that we've determined all of the chapters of all of the parts of the chapter. Death count. What is the /line? Ah, interesting. Disappearances. 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. This person is in 2 memories. I'm pretty sure this is the guy who hits him over the head with the club. I think this is our priest. Oh, buddy. All right. Let's go get the, this is, oh, man. The depth of the puzzle is starting to hurt my brain. I'm going to need to sleep well tonight, and if I want to solve this again. Let's go here. Part 2 of 8. Here, we watched Edward Spratt die. Beautiful. Yeah, he shits. Love it. Who we believe to be the cook. We don't know when or if the cook dies. Right? Is the cook one of these faces? God, the sound of him shitting his pants is terrible. There's actually 2 people sleeping there, it looks like. Okay. So in this scene, what's happening upstairs? What's happening upstairs is... naked guy. These look like people from the ship who came over. Yes. So they came over when the fight happened. The escape boat had already gotten away. That would explain 3 of the people who disappeared. Is one of the people who disappeared the guy who got shot and fell off? Like, in that one scene over here? Okay. Drinking. This guy, I'm pretty sure. The guy with the, like, wraparound hair. I don't know what you call that haircut. One of the mates and steward. Okay. We're going to watch the scene play out. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to watch the scene play out. See if we learn any larger understanding from doing it. This is on the gun deck. Crushed by a terrible beast. This is the one that is over here. Right, wait. Right, right here? I think. Oh, where'd the, there. Part 3, okay.
My hands. Aim level. Ready.
Okay, that's hair guy. That's ring of hair. This guy we watched die. Top hat guy. This guy, it appears, is getting... The fuse is lit, but it appears he's getting strangled. So I think we already have his cause of death. But we don't know his name. The dialogue itself... I don't know that he's... He's not speaking. We know because it would say X. Or at least I think that's how it works. Here we have the first person shooting in that scene. We have raised arms guy. We have can't really see. Is that one of the gamblers? One of the gamblers. We have our friend with the tattoos. I believe that is everything in this scene. Meaning we need to find the door to walk out of. Okay, that's scene 3. I'm probably missing some obvious stuff here. I can't wait to look back at these early episodes here in like a bunch of episodes when I actually know what the fuck is going on and how to play the game. I think this is part 4, because immediately the cannon goes off. We watch at least one dead body. He's got a hat on, which makes me think he has some status. So is he... I think we can figure out who this is. And also, I don't know who we call the killer here. Okay, this unknown soul. I think please explain. You don't have sufficient information. It's blurred for sure. But I'm willing to guess. And I'm willing to guess that this person... I should probably just keep playing and get more information. However, I want to try and take note of the information that I do have. Even if I'm wrong, I think I would prefer... I mean, okay. That's what you say. I'm rolling my eyes. Faces become unblurred when the I know, but there's plenty of unblurred faces that I don't understand yet. So here's my thing. I think it's very likely that this is either military officer, gunner. What was the name? There's a name, right? Isn't there a name that's just like military officer? I think that's what we decided gunner was. Because in the picture, they are What's a purser? Administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small items store for crew. Helmsman performs duties for another person. Steward is a servant to an officer or higher rated crew member. General duties for the comfort of their employer. Helmsman, rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel and general moment-to-moment navigation. So here's my thought here. Gunner, military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. I think the photo is a... Here. Is a military operation, technically. I think it is likely that this is either gunner or gunner's mate. Because it looks like the arm is saying fire. That's my guess. He has a hat on. That's just my guess. I'm willing to guess... At least at an early note. If I'm one of two there, I'm willing to at least take a guess that it is... Christian Wolf. We'll find out. Okay. Is there another body anywhere in here? We have that body. Where'd the second body go? Still don't know what the deal is with this second body. Sorry, where was I? That person we know. Okay. So then... Was that everyone in this memory? I think it's possible this person is, like, disappeared. I don't know. It says location of corpses. There's one. But the other one is sort of unknown. Okay. So I guess the next question is who would fire the guns in that military procedure? I don't know. Part 5. This is crushed by cannon, I think right here, right? Yes, okay. Whew. My head.
Sir, loose cannon!
Okay. Here we have. This person dies. Sir, loose cannon. She's healing over. Find your footing. Who in this situation is Sir, you think? Probably you. So here's the question. Are you... I think you're one of the mates, right? Yes, it's the same one who has the steward earlier. Okay, we know you. We know you. Okay, all right. So we don't know who it is you're talking to. Over here, we have super interesting... Upper right of that image and arms crossed. So we have Arms crossed and beside arms crossed. Okay. Sorry, I just want to finish this memory or this chapter before we I don't think I'm going to actually solve anything this episode. Like at the end of this episode, but that's all right. We'll at least get the whole picture. That's part 5. Unknown soul. I think it's probably like midshipman. Do we actually know that? Hold up. Let's go to the glossary. Does midshipman... It does say. Officer in training. Assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations. Usually of privileged status. Top man, higher rated seaman, specializing work above the deck. Sails and rigging. That would have been my guess. Rigging is the... So it's probably just a seaman. Okay, let's go to the final 3 memories, I think. Part 6. This is the blasted by the explosion. These are our 2 arms crossed people who are right here. Gunpowder and a lantern. They run up. One of them, is it this one? Yes. One of them gets grabbed. One of them gets exploded. Crossed arms. Not an ascot on. It's just general yelling. Yeah. Throw the powder. I think we're going to learn much more about these people as... Although, it doesn't say that any of these lines come from the dead person. 5 others were present. I would call this probably the second... the second person in charge of guns, whatever that's called. We have our tattooed man. And then from there, part 7, main deck, tattooed man, which is right over here. Torn in half by Beast. This is the people in striped shirts. I keep thinking of the striped shirts as like prisoners, but I don't think that's true. Person throws gun to second gunner, whatever you would call it. Goat's doing fine. This is the friend of the exploding guy. I think those are the 3 people who are on the boat. What do you think? I think we can successfully say the 3 people on the boat fell into the water at the very least. Do we say drowned? Was drowned by Beast? I don't know. These are all very hypothetical. I believe this is also... This is probably... My guess, by the way, is that this is the steward... No, sorry. This is the purser. I'm going to try it anyways because I want to. Duncan McKay. That's just a wild guess. Just because of the holding the books, ledgers. The third person on the boat. Who was the third person on the boat? I don't remember. Was it you? Oh shit! It might not have been you. I'm just gonna include that for now. Okay. So here's the next question. What happened to this guy? What happened to naked guy? I think that's a mate in my current hypothesis. Okay. Who are you? Another one of the mates, potentially? Did we already look at you? Yes, you're the friend of the person who exploded. Okay. All right. So that leaves us with part 8 on the main deck. What a wild game this is. No, it's through the other way. Now. Hat's gone missing. My husband. Oh, I didn't even see this shit before. Do you think this would be person in charge of... Oh. All kinds of people here we definitely didn't interact with. Holy cow. This one has... Okay, so here's the thing I'm wondering right now. I would have guessed that the wheel of the ship would have been up there. And so I was thinking this could be like helmsman, but it seems like wheels are here. So whoever is generally stationed by that might be helmsman. Okay, so the Martin, where is the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. He's below deck. Come here. So who is saying to her, come here? He's below deck. My guess would be this guy. So you would potentially be Martin. Which could, if... Oh, shit. Wrong button. I'm guessing you are Martin. Which could tell us, for sure, hypothesis, people with hats are mates. Martin, third mate. Let's go ahead and guess. Shit, which one was I just looking at? Was it you? I think would let us fill in you too, actually. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Martin, third mate. I don't believe we have seen your death yet, though. Right? However, this would let us point out third mate steward, Roderick, would be this one. Roderick Anderson was crushed by a loose cannon. That's the one. I believe that's the right case. So, let's go chapter 7. And I think this scene, Roderick and Martin are walking. In this scene, first person gets crushed. This scene, cannon fires. This scene, Roderick is crushed by a loose cannon. I don't think we can actually technically check it until we get a couple more. I don't think Martin has died yet. So I don't think we know that. We might also have the wrong person, but I'm guessing this is who is speaking to her. Because these people look busy. Look at these guys' mutton chops. Holy shit. Mutton chops. You didn't die right now, did you? Oh, no. You wouldn't have died because it would have showed up on the screen. Then you are harpooning, stabbing, whatever, spearing. You're carrying that person. Now the question here is, who is reaching out to you? Is it a... Oh, you're dancing. You kind of have an apron on, too. Which is a little interesting. Huh. So, I mean, let's look at the logs real quick. We have passengers. The thing about female names is that there aren't a lot of them. I'm going to guess Maba up here. Where is it? Or Tattooed Man. Where's Tattooed Man in this image? Let's go! 6 fates solved. Maba. It's torn apart by a terrible beast. Roderick. So we know for a fact that Martin is correct. Or we're pretty damn sure Martin is correct. Duncan, the purser, was drowned by a terrible beast. Ah, I'm feeling very smart right now. Awesome. Okay, really quickly, let's just wrap up. Which I should say is not credit to me for being smart or feeling smart. It's credit to the game for writing a puzzle, and the developers for writing a puzzle that makes you feel so accomplished. I love the. I wasn't sure how I felt about the clues guesses are affirmed in 3s, but now it makes a lot of sense because you're left. If you could just first off. I think it probably solves brute forcing because you could just run through. If you knew how a person died, you could just guess 60 names until you got them correctly. If you have to brute force 3 different things, they're all moving parts. Of course, you can't do that, or at least not as successfully. It's also interesting. It just leaves you a little awash, adrift in the unknown until you get a moment where, oh, 3 separate clues, they all worked out. Red thread. That's a really cool thing. Okay. So I was looking originally at before I got distracted, and I did, holy cow, at passenger Emily, Miss Jane Bird are 2 female names, and I gotta be honest, I don't know that there are any others. Butcher. Oh, the Butcher. Potentially be you. I'm gonna try anyways. I don't know that that's likely, but I'm keeping that very unknown. The reason for the apron. We're pretty sure we know who the cook is. So the other one wearing an apron could be that. Although it could have been a carpenter. Oh well. Oh well. Could be like a carpenter's, apron. I don't know. Abigail? No, we know Abigail. Duh. Miss Jane Bird. If it's Miss, I would guess it is here. Just by the fact that she looks younger. And then Emily would be you. Don't know how you passed, though. Okay. Philip, Roderick, Davy. Okay. I feel very good at leaving things right there. That's chapter 7. I love the fact that I don't know if we did it this way or if it's just how it always works, but we discovered chapter 7 in, I think it's probably purposeful, right? We discovered part 8 backwards to part 1, which obscures the narrative of what happened, right? It's all a mystery. Then, once we've discovered part 1, we can go all the way back through and see them all. How do I exit? I gotta exit over here somewhere, I think. Get me back aboard the normal ship and not lost in space and time. That is going to do it for this episode of Return of the Obra Dinn. Oh my Lanta, I am loving this game, and we will tackle more in the next episode. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to leave a like or a positive comment down below. It helps us out quite a bit with the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.